Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, make it so, make it so, make it so.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the Star Trek Attack Wing Holiday Special. I'm Tucker of State of the Federation, and with me today we have a variety of folks, kicking off with David and Nick of Warp Core Breach. Why don't you guys take a second to introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, I'm back on State of the Federation!
It's not officially State of the Federation, it's all of us.
Oh, hush.
Hey everybody!
Nick, the man of 1,000 voices.
Nick, please talk like that please don't talk like that the entire time.
Nick, please talk like that the entire time.
Please. No Ewoks, we agreed. And
hey, that wasn't an Ewok.
Also with us today is Chris Krajewski of Battlebridge. How you doing, Chris?
I'm well. It's been a nice day here. We warmed up and got all our snow was melted.
Oh, there you go. And of course, also joining me as always are... What did you just do? Joining me as always are Robert and Joseph.
We're having technical issues because Joseph is his typical Canadian self.
What?
There's zero technical issues.
What is that then?
You're a technical issue.
All right, so David, why don't you tell us what today is all about?
So, we said, hey, we as the Star Trek Attack Wing podcasting community, such as it may be, should all get together and do kind of a year in review get together. And Robert and Joseph also have this little side bet that they'll tell you more about. So they're going to be playing a game. The rest of us, we're going to be talking about the state of the game. Maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So since David brought it up, Robert, since this was also your idea, I think, why don't you go ahead and tell us what it's all about?
Sure. So what Joseph and I are doing are playing a match where he is flying a Romulan fleet based solely out of cards from the new Romulan faction pack against my Dominion fleet from the Dominion pack. Both of us running about 130. It was a little stretch for Joseph, but he made it to 128. And I managed to come to 129. But to my dismay, I must run the battleship to get there, which is unfortunate. And because it is holiday cheer, it is always good to have a friendly bet, and what better bet than to have money going to nonprofits. So the loser of the game is going to pay $20 to the nonprofit of the winner's choice. My selection for nonprofits is a local gym called Guardian Gyms, which works with students on after-school programs and teaching them boxing.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Joseph, did you pick one yet?
I didn't bother to, no.
Okay, that's the classic Joseph.
Because he's not gonna. You expecting to lose?
Well, I hope not. Not with the Romulan Empire at my back.
Yeah.
Hoorah!
Yeah, it's looking at. I've got the builds here. Actually, can all of you guys see the builds? You're all in the room, right?
Nick is not.
Nick is not. All right. Well, Chris, you can see the builds?
I can't see the build list in the notebook. I zoomed in on each of the cards.
I see. Well...
I think the Romulans have this one.
Interesting. Why do you think that?
Maneuverability and, with the ability to take away 2 shields and then just hammer through, and it makes the Dominion ships that much more fragile.
Nick, what do you think?
I've generally been torn, but I'm really siding with the Romulans on this one. Joel and True brothers.
This could be a Christmas miracle upset. It could all.
Well, David, what do you think?
I like what Dominion got to boost the Dominion faction, but the Romulan faction pack itself is a lot more cohesive.
I mean, I gotta say, guys, I'm kind of on board. The Romulan maneuverability is gonna do it. Train Plus, only one of you guys is running an attack cancel, and it ain't the Dominion. So, I mean, Joseph, I don't know. I don't know that. I mean, when arguably the best attack wing player in the world, and I don't think it's much of an argument, tells me that the Romulans are the underdogs, I am inclined to believe him. But I think the popular vote is pretty firmly in favor of the Romulan side here.
Well, hey, I'm willing to take some people's money to give it to a gym. So, do I hear any side bets?
Roberts wants odds, though, of course.
Hold on. Tucker, did you talk to Jordan Cott about this?
I mean, Jordan is very good, and this is my hope, and I can't make a prediction that this will be because of how matchups are generated at Worlds, but my great hope is I think the best possible Worlds game we could have next year would be between Joseph and Jordan.
God, I hope that doesn't happen.
No, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna weigh scales.
Well, obviously, the person Joseph really wants to play against in Worlds is me, because I'm the one person he is absolutely positive he can beat every single time. I was very good at a particular thing, and Borg movement no longer exists, so that's a shame. Doesn't stop me from trying. Hey, how about that generic octahedron preview today?
Yawn.
No one really plays Borg around me, so I don't even know to talk about. 2 points. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah.
They had to start somewhere.
They did, but the problem is, so time's starting. Robert has sent his battleship off the die, separated from the rest of his fleet. Joseph's a little spread out with the smaller ships. Oh boy, this might be Scout and Science versus Battleship. That'll be amazing.
Oh, they just need to get behind it.
That's why it'll be amazing. But I'm of the same mind. I mean, the thing about Big Borg right now is if you want to play a Big Borg fleet, you're probably best off playing 384 and 936. And the octahedron is just worse than 936 at that point.
It's a beast.
I mean, it's all going to come down to the upgrades. I mean, you got the one Borg crew. I mean, you're going to see that at Worlds.
Oh boy. So
which crew? Sorry,
Mazzotti.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's.
You know what my favorite discovery of all is? Let's say ship A, let's say the Enterprise is, what's another famous ship name that everybody knows? I don't know.
Excelsior.
Voyager.
So let's say, okay, sure, Voyager. Let's say the Enterprise has second of 5, right? And it tries to gank a crew off of Voyager that has Mazzotti. So Mazzotti will activate, right?
Yeah, second of 5 is still discarded.
Here's the best part. You ready for this? If the Enterprise also has Mazzotti, the Enterprise's Mazzotti will cancel the Excelsior's Mazzotti.
We'll have Mazzotti Fest. But if you Odo Mazzotti.
Oh God.
And then you Odo your Mazzotti, then you Odo your Odo.
What?
Then.
No, because those the only way that could happen is if you're using Mirror Odo and
different.
Yeah.
If you Odo their Odo, it would just kind of be pointless. You just get the ability back, wouldn't you? Or would it even work?
Oh well, you can use the amazing female changeling that does. Oh, never mind.
Well, Odo is a range thing, so if you Odo their Odo, that might give you a range boost on what you could affect.
No, because you can't
it's
Odo
still
again.
based on your original ship. Yeah.
You also can't take that same action again.
But if it's a different ship, you might be able to do it.
Wait, hang on. Which Odo are we talking about?
It's still from the perspective Quark's treasure.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, if you Quark's treasure the DS9 auto, you get to use that ability.
What?
Maybe.
It's different, so
I'm
you
so
technically could, but
And this is why unique upgrades are unique.
yes.
Anyway, so looks like Joseph is maneuvering slowly, doing a sort of parallel deployment thing. Robert's charging right in, trying to control engagement distance. Boy, howdy, this is... oh, everything's cloaking. That's happening. Everything's taking battle stations. That's also happening. Yeah.
Start of game cloak.
No, that didn't happen this time around.
Oh, no. I see what you mean. Yeah, the first turn cloak, yes. I thought you meant Romulan spy for a second.
Well, it's kind of what I meant, but everybody's taking the action instead. That's what you mean?
Yeah. Hang on.
Understood.
Wow.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. Hey, shout out to Chris Peters, who once again has rigged an improvement. This time, it's if you look at the little range indicator, you can now see the border around the base plate better.
Oh, wicked.
Nice.
So that's pretty.
It's been a long time since I've been on Tabletop Simulator.
Peters, you the man.
Leaps and bounds. He is amazing.
Yeah. How about those tokens? If you haven't seen, or the obstacles, aren't those great?
Yeah,
Those I still can't get over. I'm gonna do a close up for all the video folks at home if I can remember. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. Look at that gorgeousness. Now, isn't it supposed to be? There we go. Yeah, I'm doing it from multiple angles. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, who hasn't? Did you guys flip the initiative thing?
No, we did not. There you go.
There you go.
No, we did.
Okay.
Other side, they're going that way.
It's this is pretty standard so far. Romulans cloaking, Dominion flying in. It reminds me of the early days of the game. You know, before we figured out that cloaked mines were ridiculously broken.
Yeah. That's kind of like, I'm happy they didn't appear in the starter set. It would have just been like, this game would have been kind of pointless.
You know what? I'm not, and I'll tell you why. I'm not, because that would have been a chance for them to change it, like they did with Interface Generator, you know?
Yeah.
Or tactics.
Oh, you mean make them one per ship?
One per ship, or just give them the Klingon cloaked mine nerf. I mean, it's amazing how much of a difference can't be within range 3 of an enemy ship and has to be within range 1 of yours is from 2 and 2. You think it's not a lot, but it is.
No, I've actually had to run the Klingon version. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Man. That's rough.
Oh.
What's that line from Avatar? That's rough, buddy.
The Klingon cloaked mine, I think there's a middle ground that can exist where it's probably range 1 deployment, but not within range 2 of an enemy.
I think Klingon... I'd be curious to try it out, but I think Klingon cloaked mines are actually fair. It's just that cloaked mines, ROM cloaked mines, are so incredibly good that they don't look good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what's interesting to me, going back to sort of the state of the game idea, is I feel like cloaked mines are almost a fair cost in the new costing paradigm. Like today, we got a weapon disruptor cannon. It's a 5-die rear arc only weapon, and it's 2 points.
Secondary arc?
Secondary arc.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna take me a year, man. It's gonna take me a year. And I was the one explaining it too on Facebook.
Yep. Speaking of the things that we recently saw, with this torpedo fusillade, and especially with like Worf coming into play, I actually kind of feel that that's a pretty good way to deal with a ganking fleet, because if you can fire at every ship in range, you're either making someone pull all of those ships off at once, and then they're scrambling to put them back in legal places.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking you want 2 of those in your fleet. Because either that's just a devastating open round of attack.
I thought it was unique.
Is it unique or is it? No, I can't look.
It is
now.
unique.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah,
And it's a remove from game, not a discard.
yeah, you can't even roll honest codes. That I was talking about that earlier with the guys. But yeah, the issue is, those ganking fleets, they carry an attack cancel, and I guess you just use it on that if you had to, or maybe even just use the attack cancel on one and then warp jump the other or something.
Yeah, because attack cancel would only affect the one attack. It wouldn't affect the whole card, would it?
Right.
Unless it was... All right, well, here's a thought. Here's a thought experiment for you guys. How would Temporal Vortex affect Torpedo Fusillade?
Interesting.
Temporal Vortex messes with so many things.
It's almost like time travel disrupts the continuum.
Yeah. I know.
Which one is Temporal Vortex?
It's essentially the reset everything to before the attack.
Oh, got it. I like that card. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, but
I am.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm a fan of it too, except when it comes to the how does this card actually work?
So just to be clear, I am using Jem'Hadar Elder during the end phase.
Perfect. We'll have to. I'm going to use Tal Shiar, I think, too. So that's why there's going to be a Battle Stations token next turn.
Sorry, you're using it now? Is it an end phase thing?
No, it's a planning phase thing, but
Oh, got it. Okay.
now we don't have to interrupt twice.
Sorry.
No, I don't.
You're making you gentlemen.
Okay,
So
you guys
what
can
was your question
temporal displacement
about that?
What happens when you Temporal Vortex Torpedo Fusillade?
Temporal displacement, I believe is the card. And when defending during the compare results step, you may discard this card to cancel all of the attacking ship's hits and crits. All cards that were used during the attack are returned. The attacking ship cannot attack.
All right. Well, you know what? That it says all the attacking ships hits and crits.
Yeah, I think it just resets the entire thing.
Right, because it would apply to all of the hits and crits.
Yeah.
Because they're not separate attacks, are they?
The attack each. I would think they are actually separate attacks.
Yeah, you might be right. Let me have a look.
Yeah, it says a separate attack, right?
Boy.
Attack each.
This is going to be a mess.
Okay,
Yeah,
while
Vortex
you're
is the
looking that
redo.
up, I'll start down something else. I really like the design space that they've introduced with Lursa and Baator. I don't love the cards, but I love the mechanic of flipping.
So,
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
excuse me. I love +2 defense die when cloaking Baator with old school +4 captain skill free action cloak Lursa. That's
On a Deidrix.
that's.
I'm not sure.
Workshop.
So, Tucker, here's my concern. I think by running one of them on the flip, you might be running both of them.
Can I target an admiral with Deanna Troi because it is a captain on its face down side?
No.
Yeah, no, an upside down card's not in play, just like it's not in play under Quark.
Exactly.
Now I see the argument for it, right? Because the admiral card or Lursa or whoever is in play, right? There is a physical card that's in play, but I think that the face down side is just
It's just like the flip mechanic in Dice Masters. The other side is not affected by anything and cannot be affected. The only way is to either voluntarily or be forced to flip a card.
So here's another question, right, along those same lines. Okay, what if I take Lursa? They have lead talents, right? I'm not crazy.
Yes.
I can't comment. I don't know.
Okay, let's say I take Lursa.
I don't know if you're crazy or not, but
That's a really good point. Let's just say I take Lursa for argument's sake, right? With Borg
By the way,
Alliance.
Random interesting thing. Jem'Hadar Elder does not have a range.
Jem'Hadar Elder does what again?
He keeps all the battle station tokens next to a ship.
Oh yeah, so your battleship gets to keep it.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, but he's only the ship that it's on.
Yeah, it's only the ship that he's on.
So here's a question about Lursa and Vitor.
There you go.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question for Lursa about Lursa and Vitor.
Mm-hmm.
The current ones that are already out say that you can have both of them on a ship.
Yep.
Pretty much, if one is the captain, you can have the other as a crew.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same as the new Lursa and Vitor. So I don't think you can have one of the old ones and one of the new ones.
It doesn't say the Lursa captain card that's one-sided. It just says Lursa. Like if I
No,
Yep.
but
Lursa.
Vitor says that if Lursa is your captain, you can have this.
Right.
Vitor, but you can't have two captains otherwise. Like, I don't know that you can have. Well, maybe.
But remember,
I see what you guys are saying.
yeah.
Right,
Anyway,
because we have different Picards and different Rikers, and they're all technically considered the same Picard and
Yeah.
Riker.
right, exactly.
Right.
Tucker, the
Uniqueness.
argument I'm making is that the double-sided card for the purpose of building is both. You're running Lursa and
For the
B'Etor.
purpose of
Not
building-
really.
For the purpose of building, that's an interesting question. Is that different?
Yeah.
Because the Admiral one never comes up in building. That's
Correct.
interesting.
But for building and only for building purposes, because you have access to both.
All right. Well, I have.
It's still one card though, so for building you're
Inside.
selecting an upgrade or a captain, right?
But
Well,
I think the rules that come in the starter, well, there will probably be something that answers.
Well, we have the rules already unless they modify them, and usually the print ones are behind the digital. So
Yeah.
I mean,
can you find anything in the new rule book that would allude to that? Because otherwise,
Yeah.
I will cop to not reading the article and just looking at the cards. Is it that are Lursa and Vitor one card,
Yep.
two-sided? Like
Yes.
it would be, okay.
yes.
That is a cool mechanic then.
So, so here's another question. This was the question I was going to try to ask earlier. Think about this, guys. What happens if I run Lursa, say the double-sided one, right?
Yeah.
With Borg Alliance? If I flip the card, where do the drone tokens go?
They're applying to the ship though, aren't they?
Nope, they go on the captain.
They're
I think
probably
they go
set
away.
aside like a shuttle used to be set aside, so they're considered, quasi out of play.
So it would only apply to one face of the captain.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense to me. It's funny to think of like face down drone tokens.
Hey, Joseph, they're flip cards in X-Wing, correct?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, definitely.
Do any of these questions come up in X-Wing?
Not. I'm sure they do. I'm not. I'm too casual of a player for it to come up.
Go call Peter. He'll know.
That's true.
I
Actually,
have a sneaking suspicion they designed the new card with the old ones
Bless you.
in mind. Thank you. With the old ones in mind. So I have a feeling that it works. I would believe that you just would not be allowed to flip the captain card if you have the crew or have the other one.
Well, who knows?
Can't have two.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
I'm sincerely hoping that the delay in the release of the starter set was due to them wanting to roll out a new, tournament rule set at the same time. Like, do that and just get it all out at once.
Okay, house rule: the old Lursa B'Etor also becomes a flip if you play him as a crew. So you just flip.
But the whole point of the old combo is to get up to Captain Skill 8.
Yeah, it would still work though.
Oh,
if you've got new one on B'Etor and you have old one on Lursa, you flip the new one to Lursa. The old Lursa flips to B'Etor.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Are you ready for
It's
this?
simple.
Guys, are
Okay,
you
go
ready
ahead.
for this? There are no unique dual cards in X-Wing.
Interesting. They're all non-unique.
They're all non-unique. There are 5 of them, and they're all non-unique. Oh boy, so much for that. What about Dice Masters? You said there were flip cards in Dice Masters?
Yeah, I believe it was the Batman set that introduced the flip mechanic.
All right, well, I know nothing about Dice Masters, aside from that there's dice and presumably somebody masters them. But
Nice.
It's based on like Warriors, if you remember anything about that one.
nope. We got here. Somebody spreading despair and demoralization? Oh, God. Oh, no.
Hey,
Let's all have a
Robert.
good laugh. Nice evil laugh.
Robert, we should grant you a one-time use of blood oath when all hope is lost.
No.
I will take it.
The last thing we need is random blood oaths.
Oh, let's just grab mission tokens.
That'll work.
Okay, I just got to share this. I went by a gaming store that I'd never been into before, and they had the D&D Attack Wing colored bases on for 75% off. So I got them for like $5 a pack.
Yeah.
So naturally, I get the green and the purple for the Romulan and Dominion.
Nice.
Yeah. They're a good deal if you can still find them. Most places have them on clearance.
Yeah.
Is somebody like eating popcorn or something?
I want some.
I think
Oh,
it's
you
probably
mother-
just the plastic
Oh,
bags.
I hate you so much.
Oh my
What
God!
happened?
Is that
Oh no, I think that's a bump. I
That's a
think
bump.
Yeah, that is a bump.
Oh, damn.
There you go. Okay.
Still bumping a little bit.
I thought you got in there, and I was gonna be
So upset.
so upset.
I mean, I think you should still probably be upset. But how does it have a battle? Tal Shiar, right?
Yeah.
But did he really bump you if he's cloaked, though?
Yeah, that's still physical object in space.
Yeah. It's just an
Actually-
invisible physical object.
If he,
Yeah.
did you notice it?
Yeah, you hear the thump. Because the internal oxygen would carry the sound of the metal versus metal collision.
I always just
or
think of it
alloy
as,
versus alloy collision.
Oh, yeah, you would hear it.
I always just think of it as a kabong.
Ka-thunk.
Robert, did you put female changeling on a ship that does not have any Dominion crew with actions on it?
Because she has one of the worst abilities of any captain in this game, because I challenge you to name a Dominion crew you would actually want to use their action on. That is not named Glantaro.
Duran.
Yeah, one time. So you're using her ability for a one-time shot.
Okay, Termantarax, which you also put on this fleet.
Yeah, but he's a discard, so it's a one-time shot again.
Okay, well
I
that's
thought you were going to challenge me to name
Was
the
it
worst
Shroud?
captain in this game,
Well,
but
this is. I'm just talking about in this faction pack, Robert.
oh, yeah.
In the pack.
Are you?
I just like the idea of naming really bad captains in the game. I thought that might be a fun thought exercise.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
Cutest anyone?
Sounds like a
that's
Star
not the
Trek
guy I
12 Days
wanted.
of Christmas
But,
challenge.
wow. Man, I
12
did
bad
that.
captains of Christmas?
So, looking through speaking of captains, looking at Romulan Captain, I love the name.
Yeah,
Is that a computer-generated person?
that's an interesting question. Let's have a look. I just tried to look on Utopia. Why did I do that?
I got the cards right in front of me.
Nicely done, Tucker. Nicely done.
Romulan Captain? No, that's Dinatra.
That's Sinatra?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
Is that,
Sinatra, isn't it?
It's Dizzy Flores from Starship Troopers.
Okay.
Wait, seriously?
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
This is just the celebrities faction pack, isn't it? We got Dizzy Flores on one side, and we got Iggy Pop on the other.
Right?
And Duran. I actually don't know Duran's real name. It's just what I'm always
Duranadar.
Duranadar. Okay, he's still Duran
Duran,
to me. Actually, really.
Hey, I like it.
Duran. Hey
Now, why
guys.
can't we have Neil Patrick Harris in Star Trek?
Hey guys, have you been tracking initiative?
It's going to be legend. Wait for it.
Yeah,
Gary.
that was my question. Who has initiative this round?
We're still in round 3.
Okay, so you do. But
Yes.
okay, so what do I want to do here?
I don't know. What do you want to do here?
Well, we got some audio change that just happened.
What happened?
Tucker, you
I'm
did
here.
something funky with audio. Yeah, your audio kicked up a lot.
Kicked up, like got louder.
Yes.
Let me,
Weird.
Let me check the recording.
Oh,
Is this what
I'm
happened?
going back. Try again.
Is this what happened?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, I was just leaning closer to the microphone.
Got it. We'll get back. Get
Wait, you know what?
your mouth breathing away from the mic.
Hang on. Is this more what happened?
Oh god, that's so loud.
Yeah. Okay. It's I was talking on the wrong side of the pop screen. That's my fault.
God, get back. Get back. Back me, demon.
We won't go back.
Away. This is.
We won't go back.
Give me.
Oh boy.
The line must be drawn
Gotta
here,
love
and no farther.
Oh man.
Bring it
Gotta
back
love
all
a
the
Pharaoh
old
Riker.
The proper Riker maneuver.
Hang on. I gotta see it.
Cheer hop.
Okay.
Is somebody here a friend of DeSoto?
Guys, Eda fell asleep.
No.
Robert DeSoto?
On the couch. It's so cute. Oh no, she's not asleep. She's just lying.
Best boss I ever had.
She just glared at me when I said that. Anyway. So
So
I
what
guess-
is the crew that gives applications to everybody? Because I did not grab that one.
Duran.
Durandadar?
No, Duran's out here. He gives me he clears oxes.
Does he? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Talak Talan or Talan Talak or something like that.
I grabbed-
Talak Talan.
Yeah, I grabbed the wrong dude.
Yeah. Why didn't you get that? Oh, did you mean to get him instead of Duranadar?
No, rather than Toman
Toman.
Torak.
Ah. Well, sucks for you.
They should
haven't
really
seen
just have him
Talak
reach
Talak
Gemini
on
1
your
or 2.
build sheet.
You know what? Yeah, it's actually correct on your build sheet. I think you just got the wrong guy.
Got it. Are they the same cost?
No.
Then I'm sticking with. No, go ahead.
Tamantarax is actually 5 points.
Yeah, this dude's 5 points too. The one that I have out here.
Tamantrax, is he even in this pack?
No.
I think he's just no.
Talak Talan is 2 points.
Yeah, actually, that's a
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
Tulaxalon that gives everybody. It's a discard for everybody getting battle stations,
Yeah,
right?
it's supposed
Yeah.
to.
And
be
these 2
Yeah.
points.
Just pretend it's the right card. We're already doing that with Disruptor Banks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tulaxalon. This is actually Tulaxalon. Well, then I really screwed it
Talak
up.
Talon.
Tulaxalon. Joseph, do you mind if I unwind something slightly?
What is it? What do you mean?
The scan token should be Talak Talon's
Oh
ability.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
He wants to be shot with more defense dice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Me baby one more time.
Hit me, baby, one more die.
Crit me baby. One more die.
Today is not a good day to die. Can we
To
talk
roll
about?
dice.
Can we talk about how great that card is? Today is a good day
Oh,
to die.
yeah.
Can we talk about how happy that card makes me?
Can we talk about the fact that it is a Federation Warp on the Defiant for Klingon card?
Yeah, but at least he's like ethnically Klingon, and at least he says the line in that scene.
True.
Like,
Can we talk about how much more help the Weapon Zero got with Exocomp?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
I love Weapon Zero. I love Weapon Zero so much. Well, you know what? Weapon Zero is a card that might want to take Auxiliary Power Core.
Yeah, that'd work well.
Mm-hmm.
Eat those 2 oxes, either doing the hard turns or the backups,
Or just the ability, dude.
or just yeah.
Yeah, that's gross. Oh
Yeah,
my
weapons-
god, Exocomp isn't... Is this right? In Utopia, Exocomp isn't unique or 1 per ship?
Correct.
Oh, that can't be...
Ooh.
That's,
No, that's the printed card.
That's nuts.
But there's only one of them in the starter set.
Who cares?
The people at the highest level of competition are going to buy like 5 starter sets.
Yeah.
It's going to be a thing.
Hey, our store actually has a starter set left. It makes me happy. Not starter set. We have 2 faction packs left.
There you go. So run down to that's Game Castle in Fremont.
Game Castle.
Game Castle. Fremont.
I'll hop a plane right now.
Yeah, me too. I'll hop on the road again. But listen.
You know what? Nick might get here faster by a plane ride
That's true.
than you driving up.
Yeah, that's certainly the case. But like seriously, guys, Exocomp not being unique, that's insane. What about with what's it called? Hang on. I just what's it called? Yeah, Prototype 2.
Yeah. The tech that came on it.
Yeah, and no, Prototype 2.
The ship ability.
3 Exocomps on Prototype 2, and you have to one-shot its hull. Or just 2 and an improved deflector screens. That's insane.
Sickness. Some places might want to start house ruling 1 per ship.
Yeah, that's...
Again, I'm kind of happy my local, nobody has those kind of resources to buy 3 starter sets.
No. It's not. You don't buy 3 starter sets. People will break them apart online. Like that's what people did with the old starter. And before Vorchas were a thing, you could buy individual ships from the starter. They'd sell all the Federation cards, all the Romulan cards, and all the Klingon cards, and they'd sell the dice and the whatchamacallums.
The rulers and everything separate?
Yeah.
The objectives, yeah.
And they'd make a profit off it because they sold each of the ships for $15 and the rest of it for like $5. That's $50 off of MSRP 40.
Wow.
So
Because certain people only want parts, yeah.
Cha-ching.
it looks like.
Well, when it's divided faction per pack, like this is.
Did something just get blown up here, or did I miss it?
No, it's
Something took damage.
something took damage.
3 hits. Go through.
Yeah.
Wait. The Dominion landed the first damage?
Dominion
Well,
has higher captain skill.
And was that the Saran that's taking the damage?
Yeah,
Yes.
it has to be the Saran. The Saran is gonna outmaneuver the entire Dominion fleet if Robert doesn't kill it like now.
Kill
That's
it
why I
with
got my
fire.
battleship just hanging over here. My battleship is like Saran Venom,
What?
the anti-Saran. Dude, the battleship is just hanging over like, hey Saran, just do some crazy movement. Just do your little whatevers.
Well, based on Star Trek Online, the Dominion, or at least the Cardassians, used disruptors.
Ugh.
I'm not sure if the Dominion use anything different.
Cardis use phasers in Star Trek Online. And canon.
Spiral wave disruptors?
Spiral wave disruptors are a
Galaxy.
combination of phaser and disruptor damage, and in canon they use AF wave disruptors, but they also have phaser coils, so I guess they use both.
Yeah, Galler class phaser banks. Yeah.
There you go.
Interesting. Well, they're not afraid to mix technology. Federation,
As
they thumb their nose at anything that's different.
as everybody who listens to the USS Hadfield Star Trek Adventures campaign knows, I know way too much about Star Trek technology. And you should totally listen. We have, what do we have?
yeah.
We have a Denobulan captain with that's hosting a Trill symbiote, a first officer with all of the emotional accessibility of an ice cube, and our doctor.
That's an acting XO.
And we even have a holographic doctor who's Gilbert Gottfried.
I love it.
That plug is not sponsored by the shipyard.
Ida is trying to kill me with her eyes. Ida hates the Gilbert Gottfried voice. That's it. I swear, I'm not doing it anymore.
No.
It was just the plug. I'm not doing it anymore. It's cold in here, so she's snuggled under cover, so really all I can see are like a pair of very angry eyes glaring out from me under a blanket. It's a little spooky. Too spooky for me.
Maybe over time she will grow to love it, or you'll end up on the street. One of the two.
Actually, we just moved. We have a very nice apartment now. We have a fireplace. That's weird.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why is she not cuddled up by the fireplace?
Because we don't know how to. It's a gas fireplace, and we don't know how to turn it on.
Ah, Mr. Technology.
No, it's like I've had gas fireplaces before. We just can't find how to. No, I'm totally with you on that. Like I prefer.
Sorry, just real fast, Joseph. So Joseph,
Did you disable 2 shields there, Robert?
Yeah, I destroyed 2 shields. So it's range 1.
No. Did you disable 2 shields?
Oh, is it also disabled from which ability?
The ship ability.
Toma.
Oh, got it.
Toma made you disable 2, and then I hit 2, right?
Yes, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
2 to red, 2 are dead.
Yep.
Well, 1's dead because it's a bug and it only has 3 shields.
Well, all right then, 1 to hull.
Yelgern 5 dice into the Saran.
Robert, you need to take a
Fire
damage.
everything.
Here, I'll just do it.
For which one?
You took 2 hits from the ship.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it
was
had
on
5 health.
It was on the
Had 5
cruiser.
shields.
Oh, it was on the cruiser.
Yeah.
I see. So then it is 2 red, 2 dead. That's correct.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, it's a terrible roll.
Haha, 2 crits versus 3 evades. Cloaking comes through again.
I haven't actually rolled, so
Oh,
There we go.
there
there you go.
That's gross.
That still takes damage. So.
No, that could be it.
Yeah, direct hit will do it, right? Because it's
Minor hull breach with a bad roll.
oh no,
The real
Not bitter,
danger.
I promise.
The real danger is stunned helmsman.
sounds that's always the danger, isn't it? Why are you taking 2? You evaded 1, didn't you?
Yes.
What is it? Warp core breach. Oh my god.
David
That
feels
critical
vindicated.
sponsored by.
Brought to you by Nick and David.
So
Oh boy, you don't even have anything that repairs.
Oh yeah, if I had ever
back there.
killed a ship with a warp core breach at Nationals, I was just going to take someone's damage deck and sign the card right then and there.
There's a couple of cards. If anybody ever catches me and they happen to have a copy of We Won't Go Back on it, I will absolutely sign it. Ooh, that's nasty.
That's a hit, not a crit. Let's get that.
That's 3. Why is that
It was-
not a crit?
Yeah, it was a hit. It was a hit. Then he bumped it.
Okay, whatever you say, Robert.
There you go. I'm a cheated man. I got to keep my only viable ship alive. So I take 3. 1, 2. Yeah, so I rolled 1, so I lose 1 shield and 2 damage to the hull.
Man, if this ship dies, Robert is not going to have a good game of it. Though, the Saran taking a warp core breach is spectacularly bad for Joseph.
okay, the Saran is about to use its ability here.
Yeah. So what were you gentlemen last cackling about?
I don't remember.
Well, so what I did notice is interesting is that the idea of going away from individual ships to faction packs sort of mandates that people buy 4 ships every month.
Or every other month.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But David, what's the cycle? Is it card packs, faction packs, and it seems pretty aggressive.
Yeah, so what's coming up now, these faction packs just came out. The starter's coming December 27th. We've got ship packs, Wave 2 coming January 10th. Then there's independent faction pack coming in February. Ship pack.
I attack first, I attack first, sorry.
Wave 3 in March. Then there's some faction pack in April. I think card packs in May. And then it's faction packs in June, July, and August.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Well, because that's the Independent Motley Fleet, the Kelvin Verse, and the what was the other one?
You're rolling -2 dice there. Sorry, Robert.
2 dice for what?
I flipped
Animated series.
Animated series. Thank you.
my captain's ability.
And I forget the order of what's coming. I think Kelvin is first. I think Kelvin might actually
No,
be May.
there's an independent one that's coming out first, and then
Well,
Kelvin Timeline. According to your thing on the community, it was an independent
Thank you.
one.
It's I'm full screen on Tabletop Simulator, so I can't reference all of that. But and I don't have it all memorized.
Do you guys not have 2 monitors?
I'm on a laptop.
Okay, get a second monitor. It will change your life.
I mean, I have a connector to go to my TV, but it's
You can do dual screen.
I can.
Joseph, were you mind?
Don't you have an iPad?
Are you guys noticing, out of curiosity, did you guys notice a noticeable change in my sound quality?
Yes, you're
Yeah.
still a little louder.
Okay.
No.
That's because the screen I was using to stop echoes fell over, and we're not doing that because it's a danger to me and everything around me. So I'm going to adjust my volume down a hair. It's probably for the best.
Okay.
Is that better? Well, I mean, you guys won't hear a difference, but I guess the recording will. Okay, so anyway, people are shooting at each other. Red dice are being rolled. That looks
Ooh.
good. Who took damage?
For to make the shooty time.
I think he's attacking the battle cruiser still.
Oh, wow.
Iggy?
This could actually kill it. Or no, it can't. No, it can't.
Yeah. Oh, ignore that roll. There you go.
Ooh.
There.
Ignore that roll with all blanks while I reroll.
So I recall blanks.
And get more blanks, yeah. All right, what's the crit?
There's no crit, is there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
there is.
correct.
The last one's a crit. What is it?
Engine room fire. Treat all turns as red.
Oh, the last thing you needed was words maneuverability. Oh, man.
So here's a question I've been curious on. Does anyone think we're getting a new damage deck in the new starter?
Oh man, that's the $64,000 question, isn't it?
There's pictures. We should see.
I doubt it, because then you'd be like, well, which damage deck? Can you mix them?
Well, if the damage deck doesn't have 30,
Oh, you mean new?
how many cards does this rulebook say the damage deck has? Because hang on,
It should be the old one
33.
has 33.
right? That's what I'm
This
saying.
one says 33.
If the new one says something different, that'll be interesting, won't it? Let me have a look.
Because this says 33. That's what I was saying.
It could be the same one. It could be the same one. All right, here comes
Oh,
the
wait, here we go.
breach
Here we
roll.
go. Here we go. Crit. Damn it.
Okay. That's always the most dramatic roll. So the other thing I would say actually is, what if the damage cards in the new deck have a starter symbol like the cards,
Oh yeah.
and then you can retire the old damage deck. Hashtag X-Wing did it.
Right. Because the rationale is some of those cards just don't affect Borg. They don't have any effect whatsoever. And crits should be messy.
No kidding.
Yeah, but the argument against that has always been there are crits that sometimes just don't have an effect on anyone, right? Like munitions failure is the classic example. If you're not running a weapon, who cares?
Or
Right.
your captain if you're not running if you're running a generic. I mean,
Yeah. So and that's the thing is that, and also just at this point, Borg haven't been a player for a while. Like, there's still a 384 936 list is still like, I'd say solid tier 1.5, but it's been a while since they've been like a serious contender. So I don't see the need to redo the entire damage deck just to hurt them more.
because in case it wasn't clear that we disliked the Borg enough, let's make the damage deck focus on them.
What are you gonna do.
Okay. Well, then, so I'll toss this out. Calvin Hudson. He has become absolutely ridiculous with what he can bring to the table.
He's a beast. That's true.
And I don't know that necessarily makes him fantastic. But Tucker, I don't know if you saw how I would organize cards at Nationals, but I put them in nine card sheet protectors. I have to have a Calvin Hudson annex. It's like I'm bringing an extra sheet whenever Calvin Hudson's involved. And it's like, it's typically not even my builds. It's Craig's builds, but it's like, this is insane. You can legitimately get up to 15 to 20 cards on a Calvin build. And I'm worried about that.
You know what I'm worried about?
It does become a problem.
You know what I'm worried about? Gold press Latinum tokens.
I'm worried about that too.
You know why I'm worried about that? Because for the first time we can recur a tech.
Yeah.
And recurring a tech is dangerous territory. It's very dangerous territory.
Tech would you name?
Only thing worse would be a talent.
Name the tech that you want to recur.
Balana's Codes, 3 transphasic shots.
Yeah, but that's a lot of points you're committing to that combo.
That's just off the top of my head, dude. 2 temporal conduits. Now I can recur pretty much anything.
Yeah, let's see. Joseph, did you flip the flip, or is it my initiative?
This will be my initiative this turn.
Okay.
Oh, here's a fun one, right?
So hang on. The Balana Codes you said, is that the discard to bring back a weapon, right?
Yeah, but here's another fun one. Check this out. You ready?
No, wait, no.
He's as ready as he'll ever be.
So
Wait. Let me. Chris, are you ready? I haven't heard. Do you feel
sorry.
ready?
I was in such anticipation. I was speechless.
Let's say you put I don't know. So we got that captain with 3 gold press Latinum tokens, right? So we put him 15-minute warning, by the way, for Robert and Joseph.
I think this game's over, but let's see what this round bears.
And then you put Quark with projected stasis field on that ship. And say that it doesn't have faction penalties, because that makes this analogy more clear, right? So sure. You activate Quark like you do, and then you activate PSF like you do. How many gold press Latinum tokens does it take to get that back?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I would argue that you didn't pay for it, so you can't get it back.
I mean, if else, I would argue that
the cost on Quark, cost of X or less. So wouldn't it count as 0?
That's my point.
Yeah,
man.
Wait, what are you? Sorry, run that. I wasn't listening. What's the issue?
So, Joseph, if I put projected stasis field under Quark, what's the cost on my bill sheet?
Well, I think we can assume that's going to change with that shuttle ruling and the new rules saying even face down cards have to get counted, right?
Well, I mean, but then do you pay?
Well, it's about when you reveal.
But in any event, so it costs 0. I would say it costs 0. In your build, it costs 0 squadron points.
Right. So how many gold press Latinum tokens does it take to get it back?
Right. Yeah.
And if you say it's the printed cost, then would you have to pay the faction penalty for something that you cross-factioned on?
All right, listen.
Bringing it back.
Listen, if it only refers to the printed, like if it refers to the modified printed cost, that causes a huge problem that is so incredibly big, I don't even want to talk about it, because it would kill the game. Like, a couple of you know what I'm talking about, and I refuse to talk about that because I don't want that getting out there. I don't want that getting out there. But it's bad.
The short of it is, it involves why I had to run the build that I ran at Nationals.
Yeah, the short of it is a way to unstoppably kill an opponent's ship on turn 3, and they cannot do anything about it.
Jeez.
At all. Yeah, it's bad. Doesn't matter what ship it is either. That's the worst part. Anyway.
Good times had by all.
Good times had by all.
And I figured being able to use a second of 5 4 times pretty cheaply was bad enough.
Well, I mean, you can do that. You can do second to 5 every single turn with Weiyun and Captain's Chair if you want. Like, it's...
True.
There's some pretty bad stuff out there.
I'm going to repair that Warp Core breach, which is pretty sweet, and maybe it's worth mentioning.
Wait, you're gonna what? How are you doing that?
Mirror ships.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, are you ejecting the core?
No, he's repairing it.
No. Remote.
Repairing it.
Because Mirrox ship action is repair a damage. That's... Wow.
That's sexy.
And that basically takes the Surin out of death range from a lot of those ships. I mean, that's... Wow, that's game-changing.
Oh, I think this game was over a little bit ago, but...
I mean, if the Surin blows up, that's one thing, right? But if the Surin's in play, yeah, I'm... Well, okay, Robert, I'm just going to help you out here and re-enable your damn shields for you.
Thank you.
I mean, Joseph's just going to disable them again, probably, but, whatever.
It's this game has come down to a unskillful and skillful roll dice stout, which is delightful to me and so frustrating to Robert because karma is not reimbursing him.
No, it is not. Go, Jarok.
Remember, when the Dominion needs to get something, it absolutely will not.
Yeah.
That's the history of the Dominion in a nutshell. But on the other hand, you got +1 defense dice at range 1. Oh my god, are you kidding? Turn that back on. Turn that back on. No, the battleship. Oh my god.
Seriously? Wow.
I'm magnifying this for the folks at home. Oh man, that's... So, if you can't...
We do not need a 3x5 card to determine whether or not that is in play.
If someone could move their hand...
It is... No. It is... For the folks at home,
your red hand was over the corner. So when I zoomed in, I couldn't even see it.
Oh, okay. Try it now.
It's the...
No, he can't. He doesn't have Priv.
No, he can press M. Right? You can magnify it.
Oh, yeah.
I can zoom in, but I couldn't see the...
Yeah, try it now.
Wow, that is...
It is, for the folks at home listening to this on the podcast, it is less than the size of the cloak symbol on the base token that the Surin is out of the battleship's arc. It is about the size of the dot the ship is going around on an evade token.
That hurts.
Damn.
Yeah, and if I have this correctly, oh no, it's the battleship's out of arc of the Surin. So, oh well, can't win them all, I guess. Oh, did the bug bump?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, this is not a good day for the Dominion.
Is it ever a good day?
It's a good day to fly away.
When was it a good day for the Dominion? When the Coronac was previewed the first time around. That was a good day for the Dominion.
No, that was a good day for the Cardassians.
Oh, you mean the Dominion? No, it's never.
Right.
No. Weiyun 6.
Okay.
That was a good day for the Dominion.
Okay, so I don't know how many of you were around back that early. I was still I've been around since the beginning, and when Weiyun 6 came out, there was not a lot of hype to him.
Everybody was like, "What is this? This is terrible. Why would I want to do that?" And you tell the story. I'm sorry.
Andrew Parks basically said, "Just wait."
He did. He said, "This guy, you're gonna see some really powerful stuff with him." And oh boy, did we ever!
Yeah,
With which guy?
Wait and six.
Wait and six.
People didn't think it was good when it first came out. They thought he was a terrible card. And here's the best part, guys. Varel already existed. Conditional surrender already existed.
It was really tough to get a talent slot on Wei Yun ship, though.
Yeah, that was a pain in the. I don't think you could do it. Actually, could you?
Flagship, certain flagship.
That's right. That's what people would do. Oh man, that takes me back.
Fleet captain.
Fleet captain wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
Oh, at that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way, way, way back.
Oh man. Oh boy.
This is like January 2014. We're talking almost 4 years ago when Wei Yun came out.
Yeah. Oh man, that was.
Yeah.
And that
this game's going to be 5 years old next summer.
It is, isn't it? That's great. You know, the average lifespan of a game is really short, and I think Storm is starting to brush up against it.
The female Q is taking the action to evade.
Female changeling.
Yeah, female changeling. Yeah.
Oh boy, what happened here? This is a
same usefulness in Captain.
I can reroll 2.
Can you reroll blanks or any dice?
Any dice. Tom Life's really good, guys.
Yeah.
Finally.
Did you?
Oh!
And don't forget to disable 2 shields. So
Yeah.
That's
I got that.
no. I think that's it, right?
yeah, especially with the 2 shields.
Yeah, because the 2 shields are disabled. That's 4 damage. You can only roll. Oh no, he took an evade, right?
Yeah.
And it has no. It only has 1 die. That's it.
Nope. There you go.
Yep.
It's super dead. Yeah, that's it then. I mean, the bugs are something, but is it a direct hit?
Be funny if it was.
It is a stunned
Done
helmsman.
Helmsman!
Oh wow. Well, at least one of them's out of the deck, right? All right. Well, that's it.
Well, how much time do we have left?
Attack cruiser with about 5 minutes left, a little less. That's the only ship that's gone so far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tucker, I was thinking about this. The judges did not conduct one damage deck check at Nationals or Worlds.
Have they ever?
No, there's never been a damage. Maybe there was one once, but only when it was called into question.
I know I checked them at California Regionals.
Yeah, that's.
I did a card count check.
Yeah.
Because that's the fastest way to figure out if a damage deck's messed up, is just count the deck. And then
I
if
think I
there's
get one
not
more attack die
33, you throw it out.
I get 5 dice on that ship.
Yeah.
What?
But
You have
I
to
get
make
5
2
dice.
attacks.
Yeah, it didn't even occur to me to do a check like that at my regional event.
and it's not that I don't think that anyone's trying to subvert the rules. I don't think anyone ever has a damage deck that's not legal intentionally. But there's been times I've gone back through my damage deck and I'm like, oh, I'm missing a card.
Yeah.
You know,
Likewise.
one of the most famous. This is really sad, but one of the most famous stories in Southern California attack wing history. It was at Game Empire Pasadena, which at the time was probably the second largest attack wing venue in Southern California after the Monstore. In the game of Dominion War 6 that would determine who got Deep Space Nine, one of the players, who I'm not going to name on a nationally listened to podcast, wow. That just whiffed. Wow.
Yeah. Goodbye, Romulan Captain.
Why didn't you use his ability?
Which one?
I wanted Robert to feel good.
What's his
You roll -2 attack dice?
Oh, that's what he keeps reminding me about.
Yeah. Anyway, basically what happened is one of the players, who I won't name, he took a crit, and it was either a Warp Core Breach or a Stunned Helmsman. I just remember thinking it was the worst possible crit he could take. But they were playing with 2 damage decks. And then he picked it up, he looks at the card, right, and he says, wait, are we supposed to be using 2 damage decks or 1? Oh, I guess we're supposed to be using 1, and then he took it off his opponents.
Wow.
Oh, that's shady.
It cast and he won the game. He won the game, and that cast a shadow over the whole thing. And it's a shame. And I think what ended up happening, though, was that the organizer wound up giving a Deep Space Nine, which at the time was a grand prize and hard to get, to the other player as well. I don't know where he got it from, but that's what happened.
Wow.
So
stores could actually order more than one if they had good enough clout with the distributor.
maybe that's what happened. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was just because the thing is, like, you know, I mean, there's always been shadiness in this game. You know, hell, I've been involved in some of it, which I am deeply apologetic for, because
by the way, I believe this bet was who kills more ships, not who actually gets more fleet points.
No, that is wrong. But, like, there's been some shadiness in this game, and the problem is so this is the one complaint I have had and have always had and will probably always have. I don't think WizKids judging is up to snuff. I think that we need to really sit down and look at our tournament rules.
Well, I will defend them a little bit, because everything volunteer based is always a little rough. And I'm also going to interrupt that because how many points are on your Suron?
42.
42. So I took 42, and if I took that ship, so if I could shoot the Suron, that would actually make a difference in this.
Yeah, but that's time right there.
Oh no, I know. I still get to shoot his Mirok ship with 6 dice.
That's true.
I was just saying it'd be interesting if I had Arc on that, then it becomes...
Yeah, it becomes a bigger question. But I think as is, Joseph has it, right?
I'm getting my points.
Yes, you are.
Maybe.
Doing my thing.
That's 3. Oh, that's... Okay, so that's 4 hits and a crit. Yeah, you could very well do it.
Andy already has 1 damage on it.
Does he?
Joseph, show me your rolling skills. Aww.
If I have 1 damage on it, it should be dead, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, you also get 1 die for range as well.
Oh wow, this could be. That's
flex your options. Check everything.
No. 3, not bad, but not enough.
Not enough. There you go. And then that was it. So how many points did I get?
It's 19 and 17. So
36.
36. Yeah.
Yeah, 36.
Oh my.
47 off of the division.
Robert, flip the table. Flip the table.
No, not flipping
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It is a thing. That's why I denied certain people privileges.
All right, so Joseph, it looks like you're going to have to pick a charity.
Yeah.
True. That's true, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I guess that...
Well, Joseph, for $20, I will help you form a charity, and then I'll pay it to you.
The charity I'd most like to donate it to is the Help Robert Fletcher Learn How to Roll Dice.
The Attack Wing Orphan Fund.
The school for helping me to learn dice good.
Dice gooder.
Yeah.
Aww.
Joseph, I have a serious question.
Yes.
Do you not have a charity that you like to traditionally give things to?
There's a charity up there called the Beer Fund, which I think I will be donating to.
I've donated to that in the past, and they do great work.
Well, the nice thing about the Beer Fund or the Beer Foundation is they have 100% success rate at contributing and successful results, as opposed to other charities.
Actually, that's true. They have 100% of the 100% of the money goes back to the charity.
Yep.
And I got to say, this are U.S. dollars versus Canadian dollars. So I mean, you're going to be able to buy like 12 kegs or something.
So can I?
It'll almost buy a faction pack.
Seriously, can I make a serious request?
Indeed.
May I suggest the Humane Society?
Boom. That's
a good one.
perfect. Well, yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a default in Canada. Like everyone.
Actually, so I
we're sorry, eh?
Guys, can I take a quick second for a more serious topic?
Oh god, this is a season of cheer, but go for it.
I was just going to say I had to say goodbye to a family friend of almost a decade today when I said goodbye to my dog Oscar, and it would mean the world to me if you would give that $20 to the Humane Society, just as a sort of memorial to him. So
doing it now, and I will post it up on Facebook. But on a positive note, Tucker, as this is the year end, give us one thing you're happy for in Star Trek Attack Wing.
You know what? We're all going to do that, and I'm going to go last. I have a reason.
Fine. David, take it away.
Oh, geez. The pressure of going first.
I'll go first.
There you go.
Torpedoes are actually a thing again. Not that they ever really were.
It's questionable, but that's okay.
I'm happy that I got to go to Origins this year, and that unless something goes terribly wrong, that I'm going again in 2018.
Woo,
because the community is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It is a fun time. It's one of the best couple days of the year for me.
Joseph?
I'm working on making it happen myself.
Oh, that'd be awesome, Nick.
Oh yeah.
I really like that these two faction packs and the starters. It's a meta shake-up from the old.
Not two faction packs. Just one.
Yeah, the Dominion came out with a faction pack too, Robert.
Yeah, but it doesn't count.
I can go over it with you.
There can be only one
in detail, but it feels like an old, wave 1 to 10 meta shake up, and maybe that's going to be for the next half year at least, if not longer, where you show up for an OP every month and everyone's got new ships because who knows what's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was always when the game was the most fun, I felt.
Chris?
I'm really happy for this starter set coming out. It's really got me excited to try out a new style of play. And actually play Klingons for the first time ever. So
wow.
Yeah. How about you, Robert?
Oh man, well I was gonna go with the meta shakeup as well because I am really excited to see what's at Worlds, but I'm gonna split the difference between Joseph and Nick and say secondary weapons are now a thing. And by secondary weapons, I don't mean god awful Type 8s and upgraded that just modify primary tech, but actual secondary weapons.
Active secondary weapons.
Yep, and I'm telling you, disruptor cannons are now going on NXs with EM pulse. And that's not a bad combination.
I can see it. I can see that.
Yep.
Better off.
Go ahead.
Better off on the ISS Avenger.
Well, no, because it's only primary attack for the +2. So what you want to do is you want to do the white come about and then execute EM pulse to give the -2 attack dice and the ops token to a ship. And then you'll get 5 attack dice off of that as well.
That's cute. I see it.
Yeah.
So for me, I want to circle back a little bit to what David said. And I mentioned this in the episode after Thanksgiving, but as I look back and I think about it, this game, I've played, obviously this is a fun game, right? Like, we like this game.
A little.
This game, by participating in this game and in this community, I have found a huge passion in podcasting and in this little game reporting I do on it. I have traveled to places I've never been before. Denver, Colorado, Fremont. I've been to Columbus, but Modesto, yeah.
Ohio.
I have reconnected with family that were absent from my life for 20 years or more doing so. And I have made friends that are some of the best friends I have and ones I hope to keep for the rest of my life.
Here.
So the best thing about this game is that this is a game that can do all that for just one person, and that's beautiful. And think about what that can do for all 3,000 plus of us that are in the Star Trek Attack Wing community group on Facebook, let alone the probably tens of thousands or more people who play it all over the world. And I've had the opportunity to meet people from all over the world playing this game: United States, Canada, Mexico. I haven't met them in person, but people from the UK, and people in the community are in places like Italy.
And to interrupt the streaming, we get games streamed from the UK, from New York, from California. So just the reach out that we have for this game is amazing.
Yeah. And it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
And it's beautiful because there just aren't that many things in this world that you can say that about. So, that about wraps up the holiday episode. I want to thank everybody for listening. Please, if you haven't, give State of Federation, Warp Core Breach, and Battle Bridge a try. They're all available.
Wait. David, do you have a going out phrase?
Not really. We just kind of wing it.
Chris, do you have a going out phrase?
I don't do our sign-offs, so
do it. Give us your sign-off.
Oh,
give us the classic battle station or battle bridge sign-off.
It's usually a Danish saying something, monologuing a little bit, and then live long and prosper is what we go with.
There you go.
Well, Tucker monologued, so
there you go. So. Live long and prosper, contain that warp core breach, and may Q be generous with your dice. Good night, everybody. Happy last night of Hanukkah, happy Christmas in 6 days, and a happy and prosperous New Year to you all. The 2017 Star Trek Attack Wing Holiday Special was produced by State of the Federation in association with Warp Core Breach and Battle Bridge. State of the Federation is a production of Tucker Kobe, Joseph Vanderyacht, and Robert Fletcher. Editing and recording by Tucker Kobe. State of the Federation original concept by Will Sanchez. Warp Core Breach is a production of David Montgomery and Nick Norris. Battle Bridge is a production of Chris Kajewski and Associates. All copyrights are owned by their respective rights holders.